Crappie fishing is one of those styles of fishing that really appeals to anybody. You know, you've got high-end tournament fishing all the way down to retirees sitting on a dock somewhere drowning minnows, first kids out, guys, you know, fishing with jigs, whatever it may be. It's a very fun fish to, you know, get bites on. They're you know, light bites sometimes they're hard. You can catch them on minnows, catch them on jigs. Guys will fish around brush piles. You can catch them around grass at different times, or, you know, reeds when they're up spawning, you know, deep, shallow. Crappie just live in so many different depths depending on the time of the year. Choke Canyon is where we're at right now. We're down here with Choke Canyon Charters. Chase Hucks, who we filmed with before, he's really dialed into these fish. He understands the nomadic nature, for lack of a better word, of some of these crappie, and that's really important when you're talking about a guide. And when we've been able to come down here with Chase, it's always like early summer, I'd say late May. The fish are starting to set up in that 18 to 22 foot of water, and we'll generally get over those fish and use our LiveScope and absolutely pick them apart.
Here we go. Oh no! Yes, yes, yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
he's on there.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
Woo.
There we go.
Yes. Middleton. I knew there was a reason we brought you.
I'll start strong. And then
Love
play,
it.
maybe. That is so fun. There's nothing better than that thump.
This is how fishing ought to be. Three buddies hanging out, catching them like that, like that. Oh, God.
Oh,
Man,
look at
my
that one.
goodness.
Wow.
Oh, sorry,
dandy
Wade.
right there. Well, that's a good one, Jim.
I talk the smack and I back it up.
But you delivered that time.
That time.
Oh, I'm jinxed now. Probably won't get another bite.
The best thing about this kind of fishing for us is it's pretty simple. You've got two options. You're gonna take a minnow, we'll put them in our Angle live bait coolers. We're gonna use braided line for our main line with a leader, 6, 8, 10 pound fluorocarbon. In my case, I like Sunline Sniper. We get right over those brush piles and then we just kind of pitch it out in front of them. And when you're pitching out in front of brush piles with LiveScope, everything looks alive when you're around the right brush pile.
Uh-oh, this ain't no crappie.
That's how my last one fought. Nope,
this ain't
take
no
it back.
Yeah, I don't think that's a crappie. I got a good one. I'm calling this a good one.
You're calling it ahead of time. Good one.
Gasper
Good
Goo,
one.
Here,
freshwater
film this one. Don't
drum.
film that one. Look, this is the more important one here.
Oh,
There you go.
God, stop. Yeah, mine weighs more. But you know what? We had fun on both of them.
Yeah, we did.
Got to watch them eat it. Little LiveScope action. Woo! Gotta love it. We'll put him out there.
Oh, I'll put mine in the cooler.
Yeah, you put yours in the cooler. You put yours in the important place.
That's one big fish down there.
Uh-oh. Speaking of that,
You can see him coming up. It's
Yeah,
a pretty good
it's-
one.
you look
Whatever
at that
caught,
screen,
You can
yeah.
watch it coming up.
yeah, I hope it's crappie.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
If that's a crappie, it's a 2.5 pound.
Oh, it
Holy
is.
cow, look at
God,
the size
man.
of that thing. Holy cow, Jim, that's a giant.
God.
Wow.
That's
Oh.
a good one.
Gotta like that. Oh, my tummy likes that. Ooh.
That's a giant one. He's caught two.
I can't
Big
believe how excited I get. This is way better than bass fishing. I'm
If
telling
you don't get excited
this
doing
is way better
something's
than
wrong.
bass fishing. Look, I've got $70 invested in my rod and reel,
There you go, my jerk.
a hook, and a split shot. I'm a poor charity worker. I have no money.
Poor charity.
I get invited fishing and get to take fish home. Doesn't get any better.
During our time on the water catching crappie after crappie, we've seen just how important LiveScope is to the everyday angler. One thing we love about LiveScope is the advantage it can give you over everyone else on the water.
Well, you couldn't make the cast over and over we're doing without it.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Look
And you
at
can
these
have
guys
the,
behind us, they ain't caught a fish.
and it really helps with confidence because you
Yeah.
can see them down there.
Yep. Make
You know?
fish harder, fish smarter.
It's slower.
Well, and you think about it, like they can sit there and watch us. They're 80 yards away. But can they find the exact pile? Probably not.
Probably.
This is like 3 times they've had doubles and I can't get the triple. Oh,
You get you one?
He's got
yes, we finally
Let's
got our
see.
triple.
Hold it up. There's just a picture.
Yes.
The neat thing about the LB34 on the Garmin LiveScope is you'll be able to pick apart to see the little weight in your minnow as it's going down. You'll actually see the bubbles coming off your line as it's, you know, dropping straight down or penduluming in towards the brush pile. And then as it gets over the brush pile, things start happening. You're gonna see fish start darting in, coming up, and you'll feel the bites, but you can also see the bite when it comes to LiveScope.
Back on. Ooh, look at that. That's so cool watching it come up, man. Never get tired of looking at that.
Nope. Just because we never had
get tired of looking at that.
This is about as fun as it can get. We're using a little jig.
Looks like fun, boys.
Using a minnow. They just bite. I'm good. I'm gonna watch.
Although it's not often that we see Wade put his rod and reel down before everyone else, it didn't stop him from still having fun with Garmin LiveScope.
You can see the brush pile around him. Look, there's the line. You could just see his line. That's somebody's fishing line where they're casting out in front of the boat. See the bait falling down? See it going down? It's going to come right across these 4 fish right here. What you're seeing is the boat rocking back and forth with the transducer. There's somebody's bait right out here. They're about 8 feet in front of the boat. You can see the line all the way up where they're at the front of the bow of the boat. They're right in the edge of the brush pile. That's got to be Chase.
It's got to be Chase if he's in the brush pile hung up.
They're using really little bitty split shot and a tiny minnow. They don't have a lot of weight in there. It's just kind of drifting, letting that minnow swing. Oh, somebody got one. That was Jim. You can see it all go down. You can see his line stretch.
Look at that one.
Jim came through in the clutch.
You can see the fire. You know, sitting back there, I had redirected the live feed for the for LiveScope back to the back, and I was actually able to really commentate on the mistakes and the successes that Jim and Chase are having up there. And that's a really neat thing to be able to do as a fisherman is sit down, watch, and see what's really going on. See how the fish are reacting, see what they're feeling. I can see things before, you know, they are, because they're kind of looking around as a fisherman will, maybe not paying as much attention to the screen. So I'm literally commentating play by play, the misses and the hookups. Whoever just threw in had one just come up and eat it. You just pulled your bait. Who just pulled your bait
I just pulled
up?
mine up.
That was you then. Oh, y'all are side by side right now.
Yeah.
About 5 feet apart. Good fish. Coming up. Nice one. Oh, that's a good one. There's a gar after it. Or something, or a bass.
Yeah, bass probably.
Yeah, there's a bass. You could tell that was a much bigger one.
I'm all excited.
Jim, what do you have going on here? Stop moving. Stop moving.
What?
I don't know. You got
Cobwebs? I'm so old. I got cobwebs. I got cobwebs on me. I'm so old. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm 62 years old, man. That's what life's all about anymore, man. Time with friends. I'm not competitive anymore. Well, the TV show may show differently, but I'm normally not very competitive anymore. I just love laughing and having a good time, and I think the show's going to show that. We had a good time out there. We cut up, we laughed. To me, that's what life's all about.
And on that note, that's a wrap on our day of crappie fishing. As you can see, it doesn't take much to have a successful crappie trip. Grab your minnows, grab a live bait angle cooler and keep them lively. Grab your favorite fishing line. Make the most of Garmin LiveScope to get on those fish. And above all, take your best buddies along and have the time of your lives.